What's good, everybody? I'm Mike, and I like movies late at night. And I don't have the intro video for y'all, but hey, we're going to talk about Andor a little bit because I am fascinated by this show. And I just watched the finale, and like McDonald's, I'm loving it. Or is that BK? I don't know. These videos don't get that many views, but for the people that love TV and film, thank you guys for watching. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider donating and becoming a member of this channel for early and exclusive content such as this. And I have merchandise and t-shirts and autographed photos and SYS DVDs available in my merchandise store. So get on top of it. Other than that, I appreciate you. Well, guys, Disney has ruined everything Star Wars, let's be honest. They have ruined everything Star Wars until this. That's right. We all know what Disney did with those movies. And I'll be honest with you guys, I enjoyed Solo a little bit. I enjoyed it. I saw the Kessel Run, which was kind of cool. They didn't really explain who shot first and this and that and whatever, but I enjoyed Solo. It wasn't that bad to me. But when you're talking about the movies with Kylo Ren, the new Darth Vader, and all of that other stuff with Rey and Skywalker's name being upended and everybody being killed for a woman, I mean, I don't want to get into it. I didn't enjoy it too much. Maybe it's better on a second or third or fourth watch. I do not know, and I should do that soon. But there is one movie that I am going to rewatch now, and that is Rogue One. Because that's what Andor is about. In the actual movies of A New Hope, the original Star Wars, 4, 5, and 6, in A New Hope, Leia, Princess Leia Organa, had the plans to the Death Star on R2-D2 or C-3PO. I get them confused sometimes. You know what I'm saying? How did they get those plans? How did they know the Empire was building it? It was going to be operational, blah, blah, blah. When they took Leia onto it, and then they blew up Coruscant, I believe that was their home, or they blew up Organa, whichever one was their home. But Andor is the story that happens before Rogue One. Because in Rogue One, we find the Rebel Alliance are all formed and all together, and they get the plans and they understand that the Death Star is being built and it's almost operational. So then they go on the final attempt to defeat the Death Star, now that they have the plans in Rogue One. And then at the end of Rogue One, it leads into A New Hope. It leads into A New Hope, with the plans being laid out to Luke, Luke becoming a Skywalker, a Jedi, and all that other stuff, and blowing up the Death Star. So Rogue One is always a good introduction into A New Hope. And the same thing for Andor for Rogue One. This is, in my opinion, the complete storyline of Star Wars. You can add the prequels, the trade blockage, and all the other stuff with young Anakin, learning how he became Darth Vader. But that storyline wasn't the best. It wasn't acted the best. And it's better on a second watch, as Revenge of the Sith just recently came out in theaters again. And I think I'm going to watch it again. Anakin! You can't win! I have the high ground! Oh, I hate you! I mean, it was a good movie, that ending. But this is the story that leads into Rogue One. And Rogue One was pretty good. A lot of people didn't like it. I enjoyed it. It was a rehash in a lot of ways, but it was a good story. And this is an even better story that leads into Rogue One, in which Rogue One led into A New Hope. This is the trilogy, if you will, of Star Wars movies in my mind. Even though they added six more later. You know what I'm saying. They did it right with Andor. It's well acted, well directed, well written. Is every episode a banger? No. Season 1 was pretty decent. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to give too many spoilers. And when I do, I'll announce that I'm giving a spoiler. Well, I guess I kind of already did by giving you the storyline. But per episode. But look, Andor 1, we learned about a lot of planets and the Empire and the beginnings of the Rebel Alliance with Luthien Grange, and the people that kind of dreamt it into existence to start the Rebel Alliance against the Empire. And we were watching the Empire take control through Andor Season 1. And it's very fascinating. And there wasn't too many lightsaber fights, too many bullshit woke agendas that Disney normally puts in their movies. And it was just all around good storytelling. Then Season 2 started. And it was as good as Season 1. I was invested. But then it hit episode 5 or 6. Then there's a moment where they're on a planet, spoiler alert, called Gorman, where the evil empire is now needing to get materials and stuff for, spoiler alert, their Death Star. And how they go about it politically. They make up fake stories. Sorry, I got an alarm going off. Hey, I had an alarm while we're doing our stream. Or not our stream, but my video. Yay! Well, they were getting materials on Gorman. And they were talking about it was an energy program. But they were taking over planets, and they didn't care if they destroyed them or not. And so we got a heartfelt story about the people of a planet called Gorman. And we saw them, the Empire, take it over, and we saw how it affected the people. And this planet of Gorman is well respected in the political community, and this was kind of like the first instance where the people of the Senate that are basically being run by the Emperor Palpatine, where they finally realized that we've been sold on lies. Some of the Senate is with the Empire, and some of them are not. And then Mon Mothma was like one of the few people in the Senate that was starting the rebellion. And it's just riveting television. Riveting television. How they can use misinformation, create hoaxes, false agendas, create terrorist events to get what they want. And they wanted the materials from the planet Gorman, from the spiders. And they wanted to take over, and they didn't care at what cost. And that is like what governments do in real life. It's like compartmentalization. And that's what the Empire was doing to everybody. They were compartmentalizing everybody's job. People say with a conspiracy of this, how could it happen? Everybody would have known. They can't do that. Trust me, only a few people actually know what's officially happening. Then there's other people that have a job to do, but they don't know the rest of the other jobs. It's compartmentalization to create one event or one agenda, or take over one system or one planet, or take over a company or a business. Bam! That's how it happens. And you see it happen in Andor. Then you see the love stories and the writing was just fantastic. And like I was saying a minute ago, we didn't see lightsaber fights, any of the woke agenda. I mean, we saw blasters, but we didn't see any of that. I'm not calling it bullshit, but like that Jedi stuff, that Disney stuff that they want. Oh, it's an action adventure. We got spaceships. We got lightsaber duels. You know, they always have a girl with a lightsaber taking over for a man's job, or knowing the technology, like in the Marvel movies. Like all the young teenage girls know technology better than fucking Iron Man. You know, I mean, speaking of that, there's a new Iron Man TV show coming out. I forgot what it's called. But it's a girl in June where she creates all the Iron Man technology in the ghetto. And I think it's called Nighthawk or something like that. I don't know. But still. Long story short, Disney did not fuck up Andor. Andor was done correct. They even had robots in it, spoiler alert. From the movie Rogue One, you're like, we found out how they got one of those powerful robots to defend the rebels. It was fun. And there's a hallway scene, spoiler alert, in like a lot of the Disney shows that are pretty intense and good. Like when Luke Skywalker, I think it's in the Mandalorian, there's a hallway scene where all the Empire is fighting, and we don't know if it's Luke Skywalker or not, spoiler alert. And then there's a hallway scene in Rogue One where Darth Vader's in the hallway of Rogue One battling for the Death Star. And then in Andor, we get a hallway scene with Andor where, I forgot his name, but one of the robots that they converted into the Rebel Alliance walks down a hallway and they're fighting with blasters and everything. And it's fucking fantastic. And all three of those projects had amazing, intense hallway scenes, amazing, intense drama. I can't speak enough about how good Andor is. You all need to watch this show. I know you probably have given up on Star Wars, especially on Disney in the TV shows. This one is a good one. Go back and watch this first, then watch Rogue One. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch, well, I've already watched this. Go back and watch Rogue One. Okay? I'm telling you. And they had a show on Disney with the little kids. I forgot the name of it. Oh, Skeleton Crew. That was enjoyable. Because that was an adventure fantasy in the vein of Stranger Things, Star Wars, and the Goonies. And it had little kids going on an adventure in space to different planets, trying to find a treasure, trying to get back home. It was enjoyable. I recommend Skeleton Crew, but none of the other shows. Maybe not even Ahsoka. But Andor is a must-watch. And man, the final episode of Andor, the ending, oh my gosh. My gosh. It is a very, very heartfelt ending. Wow. Wow. I don't want to give away too much. Please take my word for it. If you enjoy television and movies and Star Wars a little bit, watch Andor. You're going to have to go through season 1. It's a little tough at times. And you're going to have to go through early season 2 until episode 5 or 6. But then it is a banger after banger after banger. And then you got the fucking finale that leads into Rogue One. I applaud you. I recommend it to everybody. Thanks for chiming into this video. If there's any shows or TV shows that you think I should watch that you highly recommend, please let me know down below, because I don't really have a job, which I need one. So if your support always helps me. But I got some time to kill, and I love watching movies and TV shows late at night. I'm Mikey. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see ya on the next one. Go watch Andor. And spoiler alert, some of the people in the Empire, they had revelations. And they fucked up. And they knew it. The Empire eats their own. Great, great show.